Along the eastern coast of Africa lies a region with a rich history of trade, culture, and innovation. The Swahili civilization, a powerful coastal empire, flourished for over 1,000 years, shaping the region's identity. But how did this great civilization come to be? Join us as we uncover the origins of Swahili civilization, an incredible story of migration, trade, and cultural fusion. Before the rise of the Swahili civilization, the East African coast was home to Bantu-speaking communities. Around 2,000 years ago, Bantu migrants traveled from Central Africa in search of fertile land and new opportunities. These early settlers lived in small fishing and farming villages along the coast. The Bantu were skilled in agriculture, ironworking, and trade. They exchanged goods such as ivory, animal hides, and iron tools with nearby communities. By the 7th century, the Indian Ocean became one of the world's busiest travel routes. Arabians, Persians, and Indian merchants arrived along the East African coast, bringing new goods, ideas, and influences. The local Bantu people began trading with these foreign merchants, exchanging gold, ivory, turtleshell, and enslaved people for textiles, glass beads, and spices. Over the new few centuries, small villages grew into city-states. The people of the coast developed a unique identity, neither fully African nor foreign, but a rich mixture of both. They became known as the Swahili, meaning people of the coast in Arabic. The Swahili language, Kiswahili, developed as a fusion of Bantu and Arabic, Persian, and later Portuguese influences. Today, it is spoken by over 200 million people across East Africa. By the 13th and 14th centuries, the Swahili city-states had reached their golden age. Cities like Kilwa, Mombasa, and Zanzibar became major trading hubs connecting Africa with Arabia, India, and China. Kilwa Kisiwani was the most powerful of them all. Its wealth came from controlling trade routes, especially gold from the Great Zimbabwe Kingdom. Merchants and rulers became incredibly wealthy. They built mosques, libraries, and palaces, turning Swahili cities into cultural and intellectual centers. In 1498, everything changed. The Portuguese, led by Vasco da Gama, arrived on the Swahili coast. They saw the wealthy city-states as a threat and attacked them to control trade. For nearly 2 centuries, the Portuguese dominated the Swahili coast, disrupting trade and weakening the city-states. By the late 1600s, the Omani Sultanate drove out the Portuguese and took control of the Swahili cities. Under Omani rule, Zanzibar became the center of East African trade and spice trade. In the 19th century, European colonial powers, particularly Britain and Germany, took control of Swahili territories. The once powerful Swahili civilization fell under foreign rule. By the early 20th century, Swahili city-states had lost their independence, marking the end of an era. Today, the legacy of the Swahili civilization lives on. Kiswahili is a major African language. Swahili architecture still stands, and the region's rich culture continues to strive.